said, well, if I go into hospice, it's like I'm throwing in the towel. He actually said, you don't have a towel to throw in. He says, you're dying. He says, you got 6 months to live. And my daughter was with me, and she said, well, you don't know that. He goes, I've been doing this for 30 some years. He says, you've got less than 6 months to live. I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Rob Hamilton, and I'm sitting here at Dr. Craig Henry's office in Pensacola, Florida. About a little over a year ago, I was diagnosed with stage 4 cholangiocarcinoma, which is a very rare form of bile duct cancer, very deadly, just as deadly as pancreatic cancer. In fact, most people, once they're diagnosed, typically live 6 months. Sometimes a few people might make it a year, and they're in the 1% range. Well, I'm over a year, and I have actually been getting hyperbaric chamber sessions because, unfortunately, the cancer metastasized into my mediastinum, and I had 2 holes the size of quarters in my chest that were 1/2 inch deep. The pain was extremely intense, and I really thought that my time was coming. I had a friend that did some research and found out about Henry Chiropractic and came in for the first visit. It was wonderful, met them, and took my first dive down to 2.2 atmospheres. It's just like laying in a very, very comfortable bed. There's times when I fall asleep. All you do is just blow your nose a couple of times. You're breathing 100% oxygen. You can bring your cell phone in, you can watch videos, you can do whatever you want. And basically, what you're doing is you're oxygenating every cell in your body. When I first went in, I was somewhat ignorant, and I asked them if I should take my shirt off so the oxygen could get to my chest. And they kind of chuckled, and they said, no, it reaches your liver and your pancreas and your stomach and all of the tissue in between, you know. So I stay in there for about an hour and 20 minutes, and then they bring me back up. And then typically I go into the infrared sauna and spend about a 1/2 hour in there. I'm working up to get a little bit longer time in there, but according to my oncologist, we were in his office, and he told me that I needed to go into hospice. And I told him I didn't want to go into hospice, and he said, why? I said, well, if I go into hospice, it's like I'm throwing in the towel. He actually said, you don't have a towel to throw in. He says, you're dying. He says, you got 6 months to live. And my daughter was with me, and she said, well, you don't know that. He goes, I've been doing this for 30 some years. He says, you've got less than 6 months to live. I'm sorry. And he says, just think about the hospice, and when you need pain pills, just let us know. But I am convinced the only reason I'm here is because of the good Lord and the fact that I'm seeing doctors that are willing to think outside the box, that are willing to try, when people are dying, they're not given much hope. But I must say that the 2 doctors that I have been seeing in Pensacola have given me unbelievable hope. And look at me. I'm still here over a year later with stage 4 cholangiocarcinoma, far-reaching metastases. I'm still working every single day, every day. God is good.